2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He's brought down number 31. For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be headed down at about the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers have 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving them extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
First target, first catch, and a first down. And here's Kamara on the read option. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. On the slant, he's got Davis. Touchdown! Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half. And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting. They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Corey Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson now. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Going up top for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Saints to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Jackson on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that's going to bring out the third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. It's Miller, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Brought down at the 20.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. That's good. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tyler Shelvin there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late when our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time is 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Slot man moves right. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there, 21 yards the play. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
All in all, no gain on the play. That'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has for him to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. It's caught by Mike Evans. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 4. 34 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Carr. It's complete. Kamara. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1 point completion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission.